So organic chemistry question, this question is about the ethanol. Ethanol that is suitable for the use of as a fuel can be manufactured from sugar such as a glucose by two-step process. Describe how this can be done. In your answer include an equation for the reaction in which ethanol is formed, then essential conditions in which the ethanol is formed, and name the process used to obtain ethanol that is pure enough to use as a fuel from the mixture. So first the equation, this is actually a fermentation in which we have C6H12O6 in the presence of yeast, which is having enzymes act as a catalyst, biological catalyst. So the equation must be balanced. Room temperature, yeast and no oxygen. We can say anaerobic respiration as well, anaerobic condition. And how we separate ethanol from the mixture, because ethanol will be mixed with water. So we'll use a fractional distillation. That's right. Room temperature, you can also mention 30 degrees, 25. And we use a fractional distillation to separate this ethanol from the mixture. In part B, the equation for a complete combustion of ethanol is shown. The energy change for a complete combustion of ethanol. Energy needed to break the bond. The reactant side is a bond breaking side. So we have 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So it will be 5 multiplied by CH plus carbon-carbon single bond is there, plus CO bond is there, and plus OH bond is there, and plus 3 oxygen-oxygen bond, double bonds are there. So this gives 3,234. Then it based on same thing like bond. This will be bond breaking. Bond forming will be OC bonds. How many? 1, 2 are there in one molecule. So 2 molecule there will be 4 OC bonds. Plus 1, 2 OH bonds are there. So OH or HO bond in one molecule, 2 OH bonds are there. In 3 molecule there will be 6 OH bond. This will give us the bond forming energy. And because it's an exothermic reaction, so bond forming should be more than bond breaking. Like if bond breaking is 4,728, then bond forming should be more than that. And then energy change, to get the energy change, it is a bond breaking minus bond forming. So you take a difference, 4,776, and take a difference of these two, will give us how much energy change will happen, which is negative 48, okay, per mole, kilojoule per mole. Ethanol can be oxidized by hydrogen peroxide to form ethanol. The catalyst for this reaction is iron 3. What is meant by the term catalyst? Catalyst alter the rate of reaction without chemically change. So alter the rate of reaction, one thing, and without chemically change, that's a second point. The structure of ethanol is shown. Your rate of a reaction increases as we change the amount of catalyst. Like if you are using 2 gram of catalyst, the rate will be different. If you use 10 gram of a catalyst, rate will be 5 times. So yes, rate of a reaction changes as the amount of catalyst changes as well. Use a dot and cross diagram to complete. A single line means a pair of electron. Double line means 2 pairs should be there. So this is right. Dot and cross. For one, if you use dot, the other one should be cross. But three elements are there, so you can use dot. You can use dot, cross, and circle. But because they completed dot and cross diagram, so if you use the same one like dot and cross, just alter. The idea is that if one you're using dot, another one should be cross. So, for example, yeah, that's two lone pair should be there on oxygen. Look how we complete a dot and cross. Just a minute, Saad. See, for this one, if you use a hydrogen cross, carbon dot. This is finished. So this carbon, like hydrogen, we use cross. So this carbon was dot. So then other carbon will use cross. Then this will be cross. So hydrogen will be circle. This will be cross. Hydrogen will be circle. Oxygen will be circle. So this is a dot and like one atom dot, another one atom cross. The table gives the boiling temperature of ethanol and ethanol. In terms of attractive forces, suggests why ethanol has a low boiling point than ethanol. So it will have, because both are covalent compounds, ethanol and ethanol both are covalent compound, and because in ethanol there is a weak intermolecular force. So because of the weak intermolecular force, small amount of energy is needed to separate the molecules from each other. Ethane gas react with steam to form a greenhouse ethanol, to form gaseous ethanol, not greenhouse, gaseous ethanol. The reaction can reach equilibrium. The forward reaction is exothermic. State and explain effect of increasing the pressure. So when we check the moles of the gas here, total we have 2 moles of gas and 1 mole of gas. So when we increase the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards the right hand side because it favored the side of less mole. That's good. So shifted right, favored the side of less moles. Increasing a pressure of a gas increases its concentration. State and explain of effect of increasing a pressure on the rate. So the rate will increase, and why the rate will increase? Because there will be more successful collisions will be there between the particles, or more effective collisions will be there between the particles. State and effect of increasing a temperature on position of equilibrium. This is an exothermic reaction. For exothermic reaction, if a forward reaction is exothermic and we increase the temperature, so equilibrium will shift towards the left because the forward reaction is exothermic, so backward reaction will be endothermic. So for exothermic reaction, reversible reaction, if it is exothermic, if you increase the temperature, equilibrium always shift towards the left-hand side. The bond release energy was different, like 6004 was there. So it was minus 1276. In explanation, you will write, as you can see this part, equilibrium shift towards left because the forward reaction is exothermic or backward reaction is endothermic. If forward is exo, backward endo. If forward is endo, backward will be exo. This question, ethane is a member of a homologous series which is called alkane. Ethanol is a member of a homologous series which is called alcohol. Alkanes are hydrocarbons. What is meant by the term hydrocarbon? The compound which contain carbon and hydrogen, and one mark for mentioning only.